Hello, my name is Aaron Claiborne with Wisconsin Voices for Recovery. Today I have Erin here to share her experience about stigma. How you doing today, Erin?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great as well. I'm glad you
Good.
asked me that. So now I'd like to ask you, why does stigma have such a negative influence on people battling substance use disorder when they're seeking recovery or treatment?
I think there's a lot of reasons why stigma does have a negative influence. One of the things is it's so difficult for folks to ask for help initially. And so, there's all of the negative feelings like, if I ask for help, does that make me a failure? Am I going to lose my job? Am I going to lose my children? Um, all those different things of how people are going to view that person if they're admitting that they actually need help. And so that negative stigma makes it very difficult for a person to ask for help initially. And then once they are getting treatment or they're in recovery, kind of working through all of that. So, you know, people might have thoughts of using. Um, there's all of the stigma that goes with that. So, if they're honest and they're, saying that they need help with those thoughts and kind of talking about those things, um, many times, unfortunately, people automatically assume that people are, wanting to start using substances again. The other part of that is, if they do have a hiccup, what does that look like? Do you lose, whatever status you wherever you're at, whether it's a job again, family situation, all of those different pieces. Um, to me, I feel like if substance use disorder was treated more like a medical condition as it should be, you would go to your employer, you would say, I've got an appointment today at, 9 o'clock. That would be completely acceptable. You'd go to your, treatment provider, whoever it is that you're working with, whether it's therapy or, medically assisted treatment or whatever the case may be. And you would just get that taken care of. Like it should be completely treated as part of everyday life. The stigma makes it so difficult for people to admit, um, in my opinion, to admit that there is an issue and then ask for help. And then being willing to, just continue to work that process, whether it's, continuing to go to appointments or, whatever it is. I mean, that's another issue that unfortunately, when people are employed, if you have to go to a certain number of appointments, whether it's weekly, monthly, whatever, that shouldn't be something that that person is penalized for. That's all part of that stigma. So when people are looking at, oh, well, they've got a substance use disorder. Well, yes, and they're taking care of it and they're owning that and they're making themselves, better for that. So yeah, it's very challenging, I think, in the very beginning for people even to admit that, they're ready for help and they're ready to take those steps. And then all of those things that all of the barriers that, because of stigma come up after that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience before we end in our last 30 seconds or so?
No, I think we're good.
All right.
I thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Very informative. Thank you for your time, Erin. I appreciate it. Everybody, please check back every day during the month of July for others sharing their experiences about stigma. Erin, again, thank you. I appreciate your time and have a great rest of your day.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right.